Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the Sloppy Joes podcast, a fabulous Friday. This gets people like, their weeks are started now. Weekends are started now, sorry. Is that what you're doing, dancing?
I like to move it.
Fridays, I mean, the excitement when you went to school knowing that Friday was, it was a great. Did you have any rubbish lessons on a Friday ever? I had a double science.
Did you? We had double P. Well, we didn't have doubles, but we had like big PE.
What do you mean, big PE?
Well, like 2 hours of PE.
Oh, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah, to end on a Friday, which was great. But it sounds great, but it's the worst lesson to have if you want to go out straight after school.
Yeah.
Because no one showered at our school.
School PE was class. Like, the best thing we ever did at school PE was we once played a big 30-minute game of football, 11 aside, but with a rugby ball.
That honestly sounds like a nightmare.
Chaos.
Do you know those dreams you have where you try and kick a football but it goes really slow, or you try and throw a punch? Yeah. Like me kicking a football or trying to control a pass and the ball's like blobbling everywhere is honestly my sort of nightmare. That I like PE until it got to my GCSEs, and I hold a grudge. Yeah. Because for whatever reason, I was an arsehole. My PE teacher didn't like me.
Okay.
So because they didn't like me and because I didn't play for the school team, they thought I was really bad at sports.
What, you played for another team?
No, I just didn't play for school.
Right.
I played outside of school.
Yeah.
I had like a weekend team, but I didn't play for the school team. I didn't go for it or anything. I mean, I probably wouldn't. It doesn't matter. Regardless of why I didn't play for him, I didn't play for him. So they thought, oh, he's shit at sports. So because the PE teachers are the teachers generally at most schools who are trying to be the coolest, aren't they?
Yeah.
They kind of think they could like shag some of the students and all that once they've left. Do you know what I mean? Well, actually, it was the IT teacher. Yeah. Anyway.
Was it a couple?
Yeah, still together. A couple of kids.
No.
What? Dreamweaver. That's what they call it.
I thought you meant, wasn't it, a couple of teachers in your school that were paedophiles?
Oh, yeah, but the IT guy wasn't. He just had a suspicious meeting age with his current wife. However, they didn't think I was any good at sport. Mm-hmm. So when I did my theory, got like really good grades, they were like, we'll see about that. Didn't even watch me. So it was like basketball, it was like fitness that was one, and then like football. And some of the lads who didn't even play for a team at all, who were just really quite poor, were getting 4, 5s and 6s because they just rank you out of 10. I got a 6.
Oh, that's shit.
It was really bad, and I really hated him for that.
Yeah, well, boo to you. That's not nice.
Yeah.
Is it?
So after that, I thought, fuck PE. You all can clear off. I know about fartlek training. I know about interval training, different types of training. But apparently I can't throw a basketball in, even though I can. And if you watched me, you'd see that not just am I a tall guy, but I've got an assist on me as well.
Really?
Yeah. So it's
nice little cross.
It's 13 years on, Joe, and I've clearly dropped it. It clearly doesn't affect me anymore, that. Mr. Swinsko, Mr. Watson, you absolute pair of dickheads.
That made me... a couple of legendary moments in my
Sick of it.
My mate Andy, who's known for some...
And I still got a B.
All right,
imagine what I would have done if they'd given me a fair grade. Well, that's it now. Don't talk about it again. So stop bringing it up.
I'm not bringing it up.
I'm fine. I said I'm fine.
Ethan James,
I'm fine.
Ethan James.
Woo!
Ethan, you must have been such a sight in PE.
Oh, thank you for saying that. An early PE memory for me would be when we used to go outside and we had to play rugby at our school. Football and that wasn't really allowed at the younger years because it wasn't a sport that was good for promoting good sportsmanship, apparently.
Okay. Yeah.
Not very Christian sport, so we had to drop that. But anyway, outside.
Jesus did die
what do you mean it wasn't?
Jesus did die on the crossbar.
Love that.
Thank you.
Really nice.
Ethan?
No. He's quite a good goalkeeper as well because he was good at saving people from their sins.
No.
And to be fair, he did have an 11-a-side team plus a couple of subs in his disciples.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
He didn't wear sin pads.
No.
He absolutely refused. So, next.
Go on, Ethan. Go on, early memories.
So we used to play rugby and that, and I remember Mr. Barlow wouldn't let me wear any gloves.
Clothes?
Pants.
Oh no, you let
You
me
used to have
wear.
to do it nude.
At his house?
No. Sorry.
Tag rugby. What did he tag?
I think you might have.
He tagged it like a graffiti artist under a bridge.
Oh.
Absolutely covered in the stuff, weren't you, Ethan?
No, I think you might have just jumped the gun. Just like.
Oh, sorry.
like-
Did he not say that?
Sorry, Ethan. Sorry.
Was that just us?
Let you finish
So
the
right, so
story.
you're at his house. It's
Nope.
a Sunday night. What?
Oh, sorry, Joe. The bit I was at, I
Oh.
think you got a bit distracted, was just PE outside, not wearing warm clothes, but still wearing clothes, most crucially.
Okay.
And then it was really cold, and I remember I used to just be standing there shivering. I was only like not even 5 foot, maybe, just shivering in the cold and that. And then I was the only one who used to send in to go get a warm shower because he felt really
He
sorry
went-
for us.
He gave you the keys to his car and went, go and sit in the Saab. Put
Oh.
the aircon on full blast. I'll see you at half 3. Didn't he? Let's get you out of these wet clothes.
And Ethan James, when you got the ball in rugby, what was your do you remember ever like going for it?
No, I used to hate it. I used to feel sick because of the gum shield. But
Have you got an incredibly active gag reflex?
very,
Have you?
incredibly so. That's why, whenever I go out drinking or whatever, and I want to throw up, just one little wiggle like that on my throat, I'm sick, and that's
Really?
job done.
Whereas you, Joe, I've seen you swallow a foot-long Subway without chewing, like an alligator eating a deer. Yeah, you
Just
can.
one
Joe
little wiggle on
Joe
his
can
tongue and
dislocate
he's
his
done.
jaw like some sort of like python, can't you? And eat a sheep
That
all
was
in one.
incredible. That one little wiggle and you're done.
I seen that actually, Joe. The lock in the jaw thing that you're talking about. I was watching Louis Theroux, the porn stars one, and one of the women said that was her party trick.
What, dislocating a jaw?
Well,
To eat a foot long Subway.
no, sorry,
Eating a sheep whole.
no, not to. It was to get more cock in her mouth.
Oh, God, right. So on the Friday's episode, we like to bring some of the biggest news stories of the week to the show.
Crikey.
And there is no other bigger than this. I'm stunned by the news this week. Because I love me films. I love me TV. I know a little bit more than Ethan.
Yeah.
Have you seen Harry Potter?
I've seen it. I can't really recollect anything of it.
What do you mean?
I can't remember.
Ethan was in
Give a
it.
brief synopsis of Harry Potter then, if you won't mind.
Boy lives with rough family. Get picked up by.
Yeah. Carry on. Turn his mic down if he's going to be interrupting you.
Gets picked up by a flying car.
Yeah.
Goes to a magic school
Yeah.
and makes some enemies along the way. Becomes quite popular. Gets a bit of an ego. Thinks he's the chosen one, kind of thing. And then ends up ruling this magical world. Or
I don't think you given the ruler, did you, Joe?
No, the saviour, but not necessarily the ruler. You're not far off there. Pretty much that's the story.
You
isn't
didn't
it?
mention Voldemort though. He's big. He's
yeah,
a big
that's one of
character.
his enemies. His main enemy, probably, I would say.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely.
probably.
Yeah, probably.
He's certainly up there
Top
in the top
5.
sort of 0 or 1, isn't he? Yeah, good point.
The year is 2023. The last film I think came out in 2013, and it's still, I think, great films. There was 8 in total, 7 books, 8 in total. Now HBO, who are known for some of the best TV.
Isn't that a cruise ship company?
No, HBO Max.
HBO, you mean?
Did I say HBO? I
Yeah,
get my B's and
HP
I get my B's and P's mixed up, didn't I?
Potato.
Potato.
You know, potato batar.
What is it? BO.
Yeah, it is when you
No.
come in.
I stole some of your Manscaped roll-on.
Did you? Good, innit?
Smells unbelievable.
Yeah.
Didn't you sell someone a Manscaped from Stratford Paddock in a taxi? Ethan?
Oh yeah, this was after we done our come down with me the other day. I was
Why are
getting
you
a lift.
holding a stress ball?
Oh, sorry, this is an easy peeler.
She's an easy peeler. You'll peel the orange, but you won't feel it. Carry on.
This is an easy peeler. What was your question?
No, back
again?
to the fucking
Did you
Manscaped
sell
package.
someone Manscaped?
Oh, sorry, I completely forgot what we're talking about there.
Yeah.
Yes, so after we've done our come down with me, which we're probably going to give ratings for soon, I imagine.
You do that whenever you want.
Well, on the
Write
way
down 10 somewhere.
on the way back, the man was really chatting, really into like what I'd done with the YouTube stuff. I was like, oh, so one way we make money through sponsorships. I said, give Manscaped an example. He went, excuse me, brother, I went, yeah. He said, as a Muslim, it's very important that I look after my body hair and things.
Sorry, was this you that said this?
Oh, this is what
this is a taxi driver.
No, this is what he said.
Yeah, oh, sorry, I'm not Muslim, Drew, in case you were thinking that.
Or a taxi driver.
Or a taxi driver. I've only just passed, so that would be quite a turn up for the books, wouldn't it?
Putting it at the deep end.
Yeah.
You'd be stunned if your taxi driver stood up with a couple of L plates.
Yeah.
Or a B.
No,
what
the
P?
Ps.
Or B
B,
plates.
you just said B! What is this? We need to explore this more in a later episode.
Something about B's.
I think it's dyslexic. That's a
bit
dyslexia thing. Go on.
Tell us more.
So, on the way back, he was saying this. He said, as a Muslim, and look after myself, and that. He said, I don't know what can do it for me. I was like, well, Manscaped's actually really good for that. He was like, really? Do you recommend it? And I started not realising, but I was doing an advert.
Talking about the Performance Package 4.0.
The lawnmower.
I said
weed whacker.
the
ads.
anti-nick technology.
Wow.
And then I said...
it's actually called the skin safe technology these days, but we'll let you off.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I told it to him and I said it's really good. And he was like, this sounds amazing. This is really important for me. I've been looking for something like this.
Did you bring up the ball deodorant?
Yeah, I think I was talking about it all.
Went to give it all. The thing that interests me about this guy is that for someone that says that it's very important to him, for him to not already have a routine seems unusual, doesn't it? But I guess, sometimes you just...
Did he get it out in the taxi?
No, I think the reason he was having this was because he's got fear of nicking himself or hurting himself down there.
Well, I think that's a fair fear. This sounds like a Manscaped advert, but it actually isn't. So you got him to buy it and use Stretford Paddock's code?
Yeah, I used Paddock 20.
That's unbelievable.
That's great, that. Paddock 20 at checkout.
I love that.
Wow.
So
we were sponsored by Manscaped for a bit.
still not being paid by them.
Yeah, that's because we haven't sent an invoice.
Anyway, HBO Max. I've now seen that. Oh, it's only been 10 years since the last Harry Potter film. What we thought we could do with the Harry Potter films is maybe do what happens after, or what even happened before.
A prequel.
Voldemort. He was
Rise of
kicking
Voldemort.
about. That sounds unbelievable.
Do you know what I mean? The Tom
doesn't it?
Riddle story.
That sounds unbelievable.
Genuinely, that does sound like a good story.
What
It'd
happens
just be
now?
called Riddle. Because they just call it... I hate it when they do that, though, don't you?
Riddle.
When it's like, they'll do a story about a character, and they just be called, like Buzz Lightyear. Lightyear.
Oh yeah, that was shit.
They just do one name to like
Riddle.
sum it all
Riddle's
up.
quite good though, because it could mean a lot. But what they're actually doing is rebooting the entire thing.
As a TV show?
As a TV show. Every single book is going to have its own series. So obviously Philosopher's Stone, that's series 1. Chamber of Secrets will be series 2. All the way up to 7 series down the line will be the end. I think it's too soon, Joe.
It's a good point, isn't it? How often do we get a full reboot of a successful franchise within a decade of it ending?
Yeah.
Has that ever happened?
I don't think it's...
Oh, it has. I tell you when it's happened. Spider-Man films.
Yeah.
There was like 4 different ones, wasn't there?
Yeah. Spider-Man films, definitely.
Hulk films?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe this previous.
But also, but Amazon did like Lord of the Rings, didn't they?
Yeah. But the film before that came out 20 years ago.
I know. So I'm just a bit annoyed as a Harry Potter fan.
Oh,
I say
yeah.
I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm just
Well,
like
surely
the
if
films.
you're annoyed... if you're a Harry Potter fan, you'd be excited.
To be fair, there is an element of excitement because it's like nice and magical, isn't it?
Also, even if it's shit, you've still got the originals.
And also, they cast British people, don't they?
Right. Okay, so what we're going to do now, obviously, is
This is, of course, where I was leading.
we're going to decide who you could play.
I know one of them what you're going to pick.
Harry's off the cards.
Yeah.
You don't
I'm a
have
bit
that,
too old for
you don't
Harry.
have the boyish charm. So now we're left with...
Quite a lot, by the way. You're left with quite a lot.
Yeah.
Harry's not the only one in it.
So no, not Ron or Hermione.
Yeah.
We've got Crabbe and Goyle, who immediately springs to
one's
mind.
Crabbe and Goyle?
Crabbe and Goyle are, thanks for asking, Draco Malfoy's sort of chubby
How did you go to them
sidekicks.
straight away?
Well,
What
because
about, like, Neville?
No,
Not
because
Gary.
Neville has that glow up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I think you're on a glow down.
No. I could definitely get there.
I think your light's fading, if anything.
I could play.
So who could we...
Yeah, I know
You could play any of the Dursleys.
No,
Any of the male Dursleys. You could.
I've got my sights set on one.
Hagrid.
Yeah. Or Harry Potter's dad.
Dagrid. What's his name?
Do you know Harry Potter's dad was only 27 when he died?
What, like Kurt Cobain? Is he in the 27
He's
club?
in the 27 club.
So we've got Kurt Cobain, Jimi Hendrix, Margaret Thatcher, or
when you think
whatever.
about Ethan, they were kicking about scrapping Voldemort at my age. I couldn't be arsed.
How much more arse do you think you'll be to scrap Voldemort in the next 10 years, though? I don't think you're going to get any more asked.
It depends how annoying he's being. See, that's what I don't know.
Imagine,
how annoying
let's
was
say,
he being?
for instance, he killed your wife and tried to
that's
kill your
annoying.
son. How annoying would that be?
Yeah, but he kills me first, doesn't he?
Don't know.
Done first. So he kills me, then he kills Harry Potter's wife.
Yeah.
No, Harry Potter's mum.
Voldemort kills Harry Potter. I thought he lived, and
No, he tried to kill Harry Potter.
Fuck me, Ethan.
It's literally the founding premise of the entire thing. The boy who lived. He's literally said 1,000 times in the show.
But he did kill his mum and dad.
But he killed his mum and dad, and he tried to kill Harry. But what he accidentally did was he saw that there was a baby in the cot, and Voldemort, by accident, slipped a bit of himself into Harry, didn't he?
Oof.
He
Oh,
did.
he's only 3.
Horcrux.
How old was he?
He was 1.
1?
Horcruxed him by accident.
Jesus.
So
that is a rough family.
yeah.
Do
I'll
you-
tell you something else I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Sorry to move on quickly here. I'm actually excited for that. Although there is the whole J.K. Rowling thing to worry about, isn't there? And
Listen, what they're going to do is I think they're just going to distance themselves from her. She's going to get her money. HBO will do that.
I don't know enough
They'll
about
play
it.
that right. HBO will play that right because they're just good at what they do.
HBO were great.
So they'll play that spot on. I think she'll be in the background somewhere. Like when they did the anniversary, 20 years, she was nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
20 years of the butt of the film she made, God, done. So I think they'll do that right, whatever happens.
I want to talk about The Bodyguard because we actually haven't been over this on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because when it comes to new performances of old films,
Yeah.
The Bodyguard, obviously 90s film. Is it Kevin Costner?
Kevin Costner. Have you seen The Bodyguard, Ethan? Brilliant film.
no, I've not seen the. Is that the one with the pussycat doll in it?
Is it? I don't know. Maybe the Pussycat Doll.
As a child?
Is it?
I've only heard of this because when you stand at Piccadilly Station tram stop and you look straight in front of you, there's an advertisement that says The Bodyguard starring a pussycat doll.
Oh, she's in the new version.
Oh,
That's
maybe.
possible.
Yeah.
So,
the Bodyguard even just.
The thing that it's most famous for is "I Will Always Love You" the song.
Yeah.
Who is that? Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, yeah.
Talk to me, Joe, because I've purposely avoided this story. I've wanted to hear about this for about a week.
So I get up nice and early on Saturday morning to do the breakfast show, and I see on my Twitter chaos in the stands. So if you didn't know, right, when you go to watch The Bodyguard now, it says them clearly, and this is a debate in itself. Do not sing. Do not sing, do not sing, do not sing.
So
do not sing along to the musical.
It's a stage play musical, isn't it? It's not like they've re-released the film, so it's live actors. So that's why they're saying maybe try and keep the singing
Let the
down a bit.
actors do their thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so please do not sing. So what's happened is Good Friday, everyone's off, everyone's boozing, bottomless brunches, a lot of the old guard are out for the day, they're loving it. They make their way to the palace, there's a little bit of rebel inside them, and when it comes to the breakdown. No, I can't. And this is their problem as well.
Oh dear.
This leading actress has got this moment in front of thousands of people to belt out the tune she's been rehearsing for ages. And there is video footage of like people doing a countdown. 3, 2, 1. And then them singing it and just
Was it like a
butchering
stag,
it.
a hen do or whatever?
No, it was like a couple of older women, like in the 50s, 60s,
Right.
ready for it,
Right.
and they sing it, and anyway, boom, chaos. Security are brought in.
So this is the bit I don't get. So what's the first thing that happens after they hit their note or try to hit their note in the crowd?
The actress, I think, has then come off stage and made people aware she's not going on again. She doesn't want to finish the play. She wants it done. The security have then stepped in and got some of the culprits and said, right, you got to go. They're having none of it. They're staying. And that is when riot police were called
I
in.
need a bodyguard.
Riot
police?
Riot police were called
And
in.
some women in their mid-50s who wanted to sing.
3 riot vans outside the palace, dragging. Have you seen the videos of them being dragged
Let's put one
out?
in now.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, put it in now.
It's going to be out for tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe it's in, maybe it's not. Just
link in the description to the video.
yeah, just like and those women that's fighting, the screaming,
What,
the
punch- who's
slapping.
fighting?
You shut up. Because some people are there. I mean, what's your opinion on it? Because some people are there to watch the play. Others do like a sing song.
Why can't it just be that everyone's a little bit annoyed but we carry on with our lives?
Yeah.
Like, if you're the actress on stage, the reason the actress, and I respect, like, I love theatre, and I went to watch Sister Act the other day. Like, I like.
Oh yeah, how was that by the way in Sheffield?
Loved it.
Yeah.
Camp as you like.
Did you actually like it?
Yeah, I really liked it. First half was a little bit wishy-washy. Second half, very nice. But I like theatre. I respect that it's really difficult, the live nature. But part of me thinks the reason that they wanted to be in The Bodyguard in the first place is because of like these iconic moments, these iconic songs. Like, have you ever been to watch Shakespeare, like proper Shakespeare, like Royal Shakespeare Society?
Yeah, yeah. I love Shakespeare.
But there's always people in the crowd sort of whispering the lines along, and like, and it's all this sort of back and forth where there's these jokes that were a little bit funny 500 years ago that are still being trotted out, and people are laughing along like it's fucking Kevin Bridges' new hour. And they're not really laughing because they find it funny. They're laughing because part of the understood kind of parlance of a Shakespeare play is the crowd laugh at the little joke that Shakespeare did 500 years ago. And it's all part of the back and forth. So surely, if you're watching The Bodyguard, the most iconic moment from that film is that song.
Yeah.
Part of the back and forth is that people are going to want to sing along.
I know, I really get it.
But they went too far.
Yeah, they went too far, but there's a middle ground.
But then you don't need to storm off.
Yeah.
You know, just carry on, be professional, and then afterwards, even give them a little, you know, that was uncalled for, you're not welcome back or something. But what if you have to? But like, I think that the idea that riot bands were called because someone sang a song at a play is fucking mental, Joe.
Ethan, what did you make of this story?
Well, do you know, like, when you're like, do you know when you go to like a comedy club or whatever, and like you've got like those loud people and like sat in front of you and they like might repeat a line from the joke or whatever. That really rattles me. Just shut up.
But deadly.
Yeah, just shut. Enjoy the show.
I agree with you, but I won't kick them out.
You see, I once went to what's it called? I can't even remember the name of it. I want to use the word shooting stars, some film.
Yeah, what? Okay, shooting stars.
Some
what,
film.
Star Wars.
Vic and Bob.
No, not the Vic and Bob. I'll find it out.
For the stars.
It's
S Club 7.
All right, no. It's basically about these. What the fuck's it about? I don't know.
So just
let's drop
clear,
everything. Let's carry on. We need to figure out what you're talking about.
Have you got any part of that story you're about to tell us? You don't know what it's called, and you don't know what the point you were making about this play that you don't know what it's called.
Ethan, we're with you. Come on, let's
so
check this out. Yeah.
The cinema.
Right, the cinema. There we are. We're in the cinema.
There was sat in front of us, and they just kept talking all the way through. So we got them kicked out, and everyone was like, "Thank fuck for that. We can actually enjoy the film now. Get them out. Let everyone else enjoy it."
Is it A Star Is Born?
No, but what a film that is.
Yeah, what a film. So what happens in the film?
I haven't seen it for like 10, 15 years, but all I can remember is at the end, the bad guys or whatever are killed and almost made into puppets that run around and they're all dead. I can't remember what it's called. I haven't seen it in like 15 years, but that's the only scene that I remember.
So what, you were
harrowing,
you were 9 years old and you got people kicked out of the theatre?
Yeah, just fucking knobheads.
A child. Jeez. I get it, it's annoying.
Do you know when you go...
But I just think it's a lot to get core riot bands in it. But
can I ask a question, sorry?
What?
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a comedy club?
Yeah.
Do you understand all the jokes, and do you laugh at the jokes you don't understand?
I don't always understand all the jokes, and I don't laugh at the ones I don't understand.
Do you laugh at all of them just to be polite?
I think there's a large number of jokes that I just laugh because everyone else is laughing and I want to be part of it.
Would you say that's a sort of a theme throughout your entire life of just kind of going along with it so you don't look silly?
No. I'd say I'm quite unique as well at the same time. I don't follow any crowds.
Right, except the one that you've just described where you do go along with the crowd.
But it's like... it's nice being part of something, isn't it? Which is...
It's like, do you remember that farmer in Turkey who found... like, there was like a massive hill and there was a big drop and one of the sheep just jumped down it one day and died. Yeah. All of his sheep followed him. He woke up one day, 700 sheep dead.
Right.
That's like Ethan in a comedy club.
Is he the first one or is he the last? I think he's the last one.
I think he's somewhere in the middle.
I think he's seen 699 sheep fall and gone, that's not gone well for any of them. And then gone, I suppose at least I'm landing on wool. And then he's off, crunch, dead.
What a fucking day.
Do you know what I mean? It looks quite soft, a big pile of sheep, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
I used to have this recurring thought piece that I do throughout my entire childhood. I used to have it. I'm being dropped from the edge of space. Like, remember, like
Orbit.
What's he called? Felix Baumgartner.
Yeah, for the Red Bull.
The
thing.
Red Bull guy.
Wow, what a crazy day that was.
That was good. The craziest bit was how they made people care that a man's doing a big skydive, but then he also jumped out of space. Anyway,
I bet people fucking. Do you know who would love that day? The flat earthers.
Yeah.
Because they were like, how did he like keep up with the speed of the Earth? Do you know what I mean? Because the Earth is travelling pretty rapid.
He was still in the Earth's atmosphere, so he didn't have to worry about that. He wasn't actually jumping from space. He was jumping from the edge of the atmosphere.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because if he's in space, he's done it.
So I used to think, what I'm allowed 50 foot of some material to land on, and I have to survive. I thought, what's the best material I could have? Like a sort of big cylinder full of this material. What would be the best thing to land on for me to survive the fall?
Yeah.
What do you reckon it'd be?
A beanbag.
I think it's too hard. I think you die immediately.
What? Nah,
if you jump on a beanbag, even just a small beanbag, it doesn't really move. It just goes crunch, and you
so you
kind
think you're dead from a beanbag?
I think you're dead. I think it's too hard. I used to think candy floss. It needs something with a lot of air in it. I used to think cardboard boxes, but then you're dead. Well, yeah.
Custard.
Custard. You're just gonna.
That would really hurt.
Custard is thicker than water. You wouldn't pick. People die jumping off the fucking Golden Gate Bridge into water, and custard is harder than that. Custard. You might as well have picked fucking cement. Ethan.
What about jelly? That's a bit in the middle.
What are you talking about? Why are you picking something so hard?
What about jelly that's just about to set?
So water.
No.
Dead.
Do you know when it's on the turn?
Yeah, that's harder than water.
Yeah.
Things can bounce off jelly. You can't bounce off water. So that's what. You two basically picked two solids.
You went for candy floss?
Yeah, think how much air and compression there is available in that.
Do you think you're surviving it for?
I think I've got a better chance than jumping onto a 50 foot of custard, which I'd basically fucking land on, especially if it's cold custard, which is a non-Newtonian fluid. The harder you hit it, the harder it is.
I think you're making some words up these
non-Newtonian fluid.
What the fuck? Do you know what a non-Newtonian fluid means, Ethan?
I wish I did. It would have been really good.
Definition, so the fact you weren't listening is the worst sin
sorry,
of all.
Drew. I'm on number 83 of films with the name Star in it. It's still not came up.
Right.
Okay. I think
Well, while Ethan does that, give us in the comments. If you had to fall from the edge of the atmosphere, you're going full fucking, what's it called, terminal velocity.
Yeah.
You've got 50 foot of X to fall into.
Your ex?
No. Jesus, no. Oof. 50 foot as well. That's terrifying thought. 50 foot of X, Joe's X, to fall into.
You survive.
What substance? A lot of padding. She's softer than custard, let me tell you. What are you landing on to survive it? Can you beat candy floss?
It's not candy floss.
Why is candy floss bad?
I just don't see it.
What do you mean you don't see it? Do you think what? What goes wrong
about
there?
Sand?
You're sick. You are a sick man. Have you ever fallen over on a beach? Did it feel nice?
How you fell over on a beach?
When I was skipping merrily before tripping over
I've not fallen on a beach in ages.
Yeah, you don't go to the beach. You got banned.
What about from all beaches?
Yeah,
what a day that would be.
Yeah, they called you the rock pool flasher, didn't they?
Right, should we leave it there?
Yeah.
Beans, liquid, and a bit of solid to keep you upright.
Oh, that's a good shout. Beans, maybe, yeah.
Are you two honestly?
Thank you,
are you
right,
two honestly just thick?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sloppy Joe's podcast.
What are you
Coming soon will be our Come Down With Me special.
Bubble wrap?
But he's got it.
Better idea. Better.
Yeah.
You don't like it still, do you?
No,
Why do you keep picking liquids?
Because liquids isn't bad.
Liquids isn't bad. Right.
Thank you very much for watching, guys. We'll see you on Tuesday. Patreon, sign up to it. Sloppy Joe's podcast. Get everything you need and more on our Patreon.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Wave, Ethan. Happy weekend.
Yeah, see you later.
Bye.